Hello students, the topic for today is carboxylic acids and we will be doing two properties of carboxylic acids. First is physical properties of carboxylic acids, okay, and the second is chemical properties, which we will discuss. First reactions involving cleavage of OH bond, okay. The COH group is this, and what we will see the cleavage of this OH bond, and since this bond will break and H plus will be released, so this property we will study under acidity of carboxylic acids. Okay, so first let us see the physical properties of carboxylic acid. And two properties we discussed. First is boiling point and the second is solubility. So let us see the boiling point first. See students, carboxylic acids are higher boiling liquids than aldehydes, ketones and even alcohols of comparable molecular masses. Okay, this is comparable molecular masses. So as you all know, we have studied about aldehydes, ketones and alcohols, and if we compare all these groups, then we will see that carboxylic acid will have higher boiling point than all these groups. Now, what is the reason behind it? This is due to more extensive association of carboxylic acid molecules through intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So, there will be intermolecular hydrogen bonding and it will be more than alcohols. So, what is written? Extensive association due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bonds are not broken completely even in vapor phase. So, even after boiling, when the acids are turned in vapor phase, then also these bonds are not completely broken. In fact, most of the carboxylic acids exist as dimer in vapor phase or in aprotic solvent. See here, dimer is shown. What is dimer? This is one molecule of carboxylic acid, this is another molecule of carboxylic acid, and see the red line shown here show that they have been attached through hydrogen bond and two molecules remain associated. This is known as dimer. Okay, dimer means two molecules remain associated, and in carboxylic acid dimer is seen in vapor phase as well. So, the boiling point of carboxylic acid is the highest among all the groups that we have studied. Now, let us see the second property, which is solubility. Simple aliphatic carboxylic acids up to 4 carbon atom are miscible in water due to formation of hydrogen bond with water. Okay, so if we see the lower members, still 4 carbon atoms, they are completely miscible in water. The reason is due to formation of hydrogen bond with water. The solubility decreases with increasing number of carbon atoms, but as the chain increases, number of carbon atom increases, the solubility will decrease. This we have studied earlier also. Now see why this is so. Higher acids are insoluble in water due to increased hydrophobic interaction of hydrocarbon part. Okay, this is acid, suppose acidic part, and R will be the alkyl part. Now as you see that this part is involved in formation of hydrogen bond, but this part is what? Hydrophobic part. So as this alkyl group increases, the solubility will decrease. Okay. Now see the last point. Benzoic acid is insoluble in cold water, and carboxylic acids are also soluble in less polar organic solvents like benzene, ether and alcohol. Okay. Now see, this hydrogen bonding is shown for an acid in water. This red lines represent hydrogen bonding. So lower members are miscible due to formation of hydrogen bonding, but higher members are not miscible due to greater hydrophobic interaction. Now let us start with the chemical properties. Okay. The first property that we will discuss is the reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. Okay. This is the first type of reaction that we will study. Reactions involving cleavage of OH bond, and as I told you, since this bond is breaking and what is releasing, H plus will release, so we will study it under the topic acidity. See, before starting the actual topic, we will see some reactions also which show that carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. See, three reactions are written here. First is with sodium, which is a metal. See what is released, H2 is released. Second is with NaOH, which is a base. What is released? See, H is released, which forms water. And the last reaction is with a weak base. Okay, this last reaction, NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, is a weak base, and these acids react with these weak base also. Okay, why this is so? Because they are strongly acidic. And if you remember, we have studied this in alcohol also, but alcohols don't give this last reaction. Alcohol will give these two above reactions, but they will not give this last reaction since they are less acidic than carboxylic acid. Okay, so this is written. The carboxylic acids, like alcohols, evolve hydrogen with electropositive metals like sodium and form salts and with alkalis similar to phenols. Okay, this we have seen. However, unlike phenols, they react with weaker base such as carbonates and hydrogen carbonate to evolve CO2. This is what I told you, that this acid will react with this weaker bases also. And in fact, this reaction is used to detect the presence of carboxylic group in an organic compound. Again, as I told you earlier, there are questions which are asked to distinguish between various groups. So if one group is acid and if other group is alcohol, then you can give this test, that acid will react with sodium bicarbonate to give brisk effervescence. Okay, brisk effervescence is there seen due to CO2, and alcohols will not give this test. So here are some examples which show that H plus is released and carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. Now let us see the next part. Now see, carboxylic acids dissociate in water to give resonance stabilized carboxylate anion and hydronium ion. Now this is an acid. It will react with water. What is this? This is hydronium ion will be produced, and this is the conjugate base. Okay. This is the conjugate base produced after the release of H plus from here. So what will be here? RCO minus. Now this negative charge and shifting of bond will be there, and two resonating structures will be formed. As you can see here, the minus charge is on this oxygen atom, and in the second structure minus charge is on the another oxygen atom. And if we draw the equivalent structure, we can draw it this way and show the minus charge here. So as you can see that carboxylic acid dissociate in water to give carboxylate ion, which is resonance stabilized. Okay. Now see, let us see the effect of substituents on the acidity of carboxylic acid. If substituents are attached, then what will be the effect on the acidity? See, as it is shown here, electron withdrawing groups. As you all know, now this is minus charge here. Now if this minus charge is stabilized, then the acidic nature will be more. Now if there is electron withdrawing group, so it will withdraw the electron and stabilize this minus charge. So what it will do? Electron withdrawing group stabilize the carboxylate anion and strengthen the acid, and the acid will be a more acidic. Now contrary to this, if there is electron donating group, so what it will do? It will destabilize the carboxylate anion. So electron donating group destabilize the carboxylate anion and weaken the acid. So this will be lesser acidic. Now what is the use of these things? This will help you to solve the questions of arranging different groups given to you. Now see, in NCERT, there is a series given. This is given in your NCERT. The effect of following groups in increasing acidity order is. See, various groups are given and it is shown that suppose fluorine will cause the highest acidity. And based on these groups, this series have been given in NCERT. It is a long series. I will explain you it with smaller series and with small examples, like suppose if we go with an example, see, if F is attached, FCH2COH, if there is one compound, if instead of F there is Cl, CH2COH, and if there is Br in place of Cl, so if we compare, and if we can take I also, and if I take I here, CH2COOH. Now in these compounds, what is changing? This halogen part is changing. Okay, so this F, this compound containing F will be the most acidic, then will come Cl, then will come Br, then will come I. Now let us see other example. Suppose now I am changing the number of halogen. Suppose first example is CCl3 COOH, second is CHCl2 COOH, then comes CH2Cl COOH. Okay, so if we see all these compounds, what you can see is the compound containing more number of chlorine will be more acidic. This Cl, there is 3, will be more acidic. Then comes Cl2 will be more acidic in comparison to compound having single Cl. So this was the second series depending on the number of the halogen attached. Now let us see the position. If we change the position, then what will happen? Suppose I have this compound CH3, CH2, CH, COOH. Here Cl is attached here. If there is another compound CH3, CH, CH2, COH. If I attach Cl here, then if we compare these two, then here Cl is closer to COH, so this will be more acidic. Here Cl has come little far from COH, so it will be less acidic. And lastly, we can write CH here in this carbon atom. So CH2 COH. So this will be least acidic. So here are the different conditions that are possible, and we can arrange the various compounds given in different acidic order. Now let us see the next part. If we talk about aromatic compounds, see, the presence of electron withdrawing group on phenyl of aromatic carboxylic acid increases their acidity, okay, while electron donating group decrease their acidity, as it was with the same case with aliphatic ones. So if we compare all these things, all these compounds, then see, this NO2, it will be the maximum acidic. Now if you compare pKa value, you know that lesser the pKa value, more acidic the compound is. Here pKa is 3.41, so it will be the most acidic because it has an electron withdrawing group NO2 attached to it. So on the basis of this, we can get the following series if we compare different compounds, students. If I write about different examples of aromatic, so this is NO2 attached here, okay, and if I compare it with Cl, so the first compound, this one will be more acidic than Cl, and this will be more acidic than benzoic acid itself, because here there is no electron withdrawing group. And this benzoic acid will be more acidic if I attach CH3, which is what? Yes, CH3 is electron donating group. Okay, so this is a series for aromatic one. Now let us see the next part. See here, a very important question is there in your NCERT, that if we compare phenol and carboxylic acids, if I compare acids, carboxylic acids with phenol, then it is found that carboxylic acids are more acidic than phenol. Now why this is so? See, the higher acidity of carboxylic acid as compared to phenols can be understood similarly. Means in what way? The conjugate base of carboxylic acid, which was what? A carboxylate ion, is stabilized by two equivalent resonance structures in which the negative charge is at the more electronegative oxygen atom. So what is written is that if we compare carboxylate ion with phenoxide ion, see students, what we are studying is comparison of acids with phenol, and it is seen that acids are more acidic than phenol. Now, in case of carboxylic acids, what is formed? Carboxylate ion is formed. Now, if I draw the equivalent structure of carboxylate ions, then you know that it is Rc. Here there is O, here there is O, and this is the minus charge. Now, this is the equivalent structure for the two resonating structures. Here you can see that there are two oxygen atoms on which there is delocalization of minus charge. But if you see phenoxide ion, this is what? Phenoxide ion. Here, as you remember that we have drawn the resonating structures, but the number of resonating structures is more. But in this case, the conjugate base of phenol, a phenoxide ion, has non-equivalent resonance structures in which negative charge is at the less electronegative carbon atom. Here, the delocalization of negative charge is on carbon atom. Okay, this is on carbon atom. But here there is delocalization on oxygen atom. Okay, children. So this will be more acidic than this. This is what is written here also. See, if you see the paragraph. Now the conjugate base carboxylic ion is stabilized by two equivalent resonance structure in which negative charge is at more electronegative oxygen atom. So if you compare oxygen atom with carbon atom, oxygen atom is more electronegative. The conjugate base of phenol, if phenoxide ion is there, has non-equivalent resonance structure in which negative charge is on less electronegative carbon atom. So this is one more reason. Therefore, resonance in phenoxide ion is not as important as in carboxylate ion. See, one more reason is given. Further, the negative charge is delocalized over two oxygen atoms, two electronegative oxygen atoms in carboxylate ion, whereas it is less effectively delocalized over one oxygen atom and less electronegative carbon atom in phenoxide ion. So again the same thing is said that in carboxylate ion there are 2 oxygen atom and there is delocalization of negative charge over that, but in phenoxide ion there is delocalization on 1 oxygen atom and remaining carbon atoms, and carbon atom is less electronegative in comparison to oxygen atom. So the final result is what? The carboxylate ion is more stabilized than phenoxide ion, so carboxylic acids are more acidic than phenols. Okay, so this is a question given in NCERT, so you can write all these 2 reasons. So here we come to the end of the topic, in which we have discussed physical properties, 2 properties, boiling point and solubility. Okay, and very important reaction, which is acidity, and various series in which we have arranged various compounds on the basis of acidity. Okay children, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.